Imagine your hands with the ability to create a beautiful image. Now imagine those hands with the ability to recreate that same image several times over. The art of serigraphy, or screen printing, allows an artist to create a unique collection of art.
I was first introduced to the printmaking process when I was an undergraduate student, and then a few years later as a graduate student, I was introduced to screen printing specifically and really enjoyed the process and have kind of just been working with it since then. And I've now had the opportunity to teach it and introduce it to my students.
Screen printing can be traced back to China in the Song Dynasty, where skilled artists worked to create a stencil for printing multiple art pieces. This would eventually develop into the silkscreen method we know today. It's a need for expression and an appreciation for this art form that fuels the work of Colorado artist Lisa DeMichelle. Lisa is a design instructor at the Art Institute of Colorado. She inspires her students to merge modern technology with hands-on techniques. Fellow instructor Wes Price is a seasoned Photoshop artist. He mentored Lisa with the digital side of screen printing.
I met Lisa about 11 years ago when I first started at the Art Institute. She was one of the first teachers I worked with closely. It's always been a pleasure working with Lisa. She's really reached out to help me get oriented here at the school. Lisa has a really unique perspective working with students. At the Art Institute, we're very tech heavy. We work a lot on the computers. One of the things I really appreciate about what Lisa brings to the classroom is the traditional side. We don't get a whole lot of traditional training, and that was one of the reasons why I like to work with Lisa as well. With her printmaking background, she can really expose students to a variety of alternative techniques to express themselves or to bring into their projects.
Each piece of art starts where inspiration meets imagination. Much of Lisa's inspiration comes from objects that can't be seen with the naked eye. Lisa was schooled in the traditional method of screen printing. She learned a respect for the discipline of digital image manipulation. Lisa brings this knowledge and skill to her students. Screen printing begins with a desire to create an image, and once that image is manifested, the physical process can begin. The mesh screen is coated with a photo emulsion, a light-sensitive substance, and set aside to dry for an hour. Lisa uses this time to create the perfect image and craft it onto a transparency. The light passes through the undarkened areas of the transparency to create a stencil. The transparency and the mesh screen are then laid together on a light table for a short period of time. Step 5, we see the unwanted areas are then washed away with a power washer and the screen is left out to dry. And step 6. Once the screen is dry, it is ready to be placed in the clamp. The clamp holds the frame while the ink is pulled across with a squeegee. The water-based ink is pushed through the mesh onto paper, cloth, or another medium. And several screens may be used to create a single piece of art, allowing for different colors and textures to be utilized. Finally, the process of screen printing is complete, resulting in a beautiful piece of art that is ready to hang.
Once I've completed a project, I feel very accomplished and satisfied to see my idea out on a piece of paper. And I love that I can share it with other people. They can come and see it. And with printmaking, it's really nice because you can have the same image and you can display it in so many different places. It's not like one original, like a painting. So with printmaking, I really enjoy the idea that you're looking at an original piece of art and you might be in a different place than I am looking at the same piece of art.
Lisa is extremely passionate about her students. She works a lot with students in the front end of the program, meaning when they first start off, and she's a fantastic mentor and a guide as they move through the curriculum.
Lisa shares her love of screen printing with her students. Jennifer Morrison developed a strong interest in screen printing after taking one of Lisa's classes.
You know, I've only had Lisa for maybe 1 or 2 classes, but she's the classes I've had her for, she's been pretty phenomenal. She has that fine art background, and so she has the kind of old age sort of stuff, and she mixes it with the new, and so it's pretty spectacular.
Lisa's art is on display in the John Jellicoe Gallery in Denver, where students and visitors alike have the opportunity to view her creative designs. The art of screen printing is a way to express individual creativity, encouraging more people to discover the wonderful art of serography. So imagine you have the ability to create, to inspire. Serography, an opportunity for you to express yourself with inner passion, screen passion, an ancient craft that has the power to express the human spirit.